Hey, my name's Levi. I'm the developer behind Defer, and I just wanted to give you a quick 4 or 5 minute demo about how I use it every day. So it's a very simple inbox app. Let's say you're out and about and you remember something you need to do. Like I remember that I need to send a presentation to Josh, but I want to get back to my life and I don't want to remember, what folder to put it in or what tag I need to put on it or what app to use to capture it. If it's work, if it's personal, whatever. I just want to get it down and know that it's captured. So I do that in Defer, and then when I'm done with whatever I was doing, I come back to my computer and I can open up the menu bar version of the app, and it's automatically synced, and now I can actually sit down and put it where it needs to go, whatever app I'm using to track that particular task. So I can also add things here in Defer on the Mac app. I can say I need to email James tomorrow, let's say. And it also did something cool there where it found tomorrow and it automatically snoozed it to tomorrow. So I don't have to look at it right now, but tomorrow it'll pop into this now list and I'll know I'll need to act on it now. Pretty cool to get it out of your head like that. Another thing you can do, let's say you come across a link you want to look at later. Defer is smart enough to, take those links and make them all pretty. I used a keyboard shortcut to just paste it in there. You can do that from, anywhere or any app that you're in once you set it up. So I've got this link that I want to look at later when I'm researching national parks, right? Another thing I use it for is actually tracking if I have an idea for one of my apps, when I'm out and about, but I don't want to open up Linear, which is where I track a lot of my dev tasks. So I'm like, add support for Apple shortcuts. And I have that in there, but I actually track my work in Linear, so I want to move it over there. Now I could just copy and paste it. We have all sorts of features like that you can use, but you can also set up webhooks to let you integrate with either Zapier or Make, and then kind of go to whatever app you want to send tasks to. So I've already set up a webhook for these dev tasks to just pop into Linear. So I'll hit that and then open up Linear, and you can see it was instantly there. It just sent it right over there, so I can come over to this one and delete it because I know it's tracked, right? Let's say I want to track this presentation for Josh over in Todoist because that's where I track those things. So I can go ahead and send that to Todoist through this other webhook that I set up and this email James one as well. And we'll keep an eye on that date. And you can see that actually came through the Todoist with the date intact because of how I set up the webhook. Pretty cool. Another thing I use Defer for is other personal things like groceries. If I just remember that I need to get something like olive oil or salt or pepper. My wife and I actually use a shared Apple Note to track all of our groceries. So I can come in here and you can bulk select stuff and then copy it as a plain list. Come over to our shared Apple Note and I can just put it in there so I know that's ready to go. Come back to Defer, delete them. You can also cut and paste and all those things too. Let's say that I get a text from my client late at night and they're like, hey, we need to update the copy on the website or update the social links on the website. So I jot that down knowing that I'll deal with it as soon as I can when I get back to my computer, or maybe I want to track them in our shared Notion doc that we use to track all these things together. So I can actually copy it as a markdown list, come over to Notion and paste it in there, and it keeps its nice checklist format intact. Pretty cool. Everything I showed you here also works on the iOS app, which is also very cool. You can manage tasks on the go if you want. Everything works with Siri, works with Apple shortcuts. It does all sorts of things like that. So hope you enjoy, and I hope it de-stresses your life just a little bit.